Hello. Bon. Comment ça va le monde? On va continuer Final
It's back from
Fantasy
Canberra, I
XVI.
hear.
I expect this place will be sprouting wings soon enough then.
Oh, Maeve knows how to brew a bitter, all right.
Bon. Je t'ai rendu. Genre 2 semaines, j'ai pas joué. Je vais te parler à lui. Puis. Ok, y'a rien d'autre. Fait qu'on va aller parler à lui. Ah, y'a.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive.
Who disrupts my coronation?
Ah! Alright, there.
Coronation, Starscream? This is bad comedy. Megatron? Is that you? Here's a hint.
Bestiaries.
Des mois qui se cumulent lentement.
Merci pour le resub, Comment ça va?
Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do
Eh oui,
not
j'avais
state
prévu
it
le coup.
explicitly, but I have reason to believe
Hey,
this
12 mois.
queen
Fair enough.
was a dominant of Shiva,
C'est fou.
a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Ouais, je commence à apprendre. Faut que j'en boive plus aussi.
People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Ah. Un chien. Pas de
And
patte le chien.
regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
C'est fou comment le temps passe vite, pareil.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here.
Dépendant
I need you
pourquoi.
to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Yeah, un beau workshop.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now.
J'aime pas comment
Just you
elle parle.
wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Elle manque d'articulation.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Bon.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Ah, t'es mieux de payer.
Thanks
Ça
for
coûte
before,
cher.
son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Bon, fait que on va aller continuer de faire du blabla. C'est quoi me dire, toi? Google.
I trust you wrapped up warm.
Yeah, exceptionally fluffy fur. Ah bon, il s'est fait attaquer. Le Moogle s'est fait attaquer. Bon, qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre comme hunt? Il reste ça que j'ai comme jamais trouvé. Ah bon, une autre fois. Bon. Je suis full l'équipe avant de partir à quelque part. 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. OK.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Hello.
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Fait que dans 3 ans, on va savoir où ski. Ok, tu vas juste rester là à attendre, puis la regarder.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Bon, on a de la visite. Quelle est cette visite?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Heh.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Le favori, ça doit être le seul, genre. Durant ce temps, la roche est grosse.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Ah ouais, ouais, donnez-moi tout votre cash.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Eux autres sont trop dans le luxe.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Belle mentalité de tyran, ça.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Invite une fleur pour toi. Oh wow, you're cute.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Il se fait utiliser.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Ah, le jeune, là, il a-tu l'air assez... down?
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Ah bah oui. Se fier à de l'astrologie. C'est bon, ça.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Yeah.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Je peux sauter en bas? Ça, il y a un beau trou. Non? Ah.
The little ones have been up to their old... It's just one thing after another around here.
Tra la 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 la.
my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of